What's happening, everybody? Thanks for tuning into the channel today. All right, so a few things we're going to talk about on this little video today. Make sure you stay tuned till the end. We're going to talk about the Habs and Sens game from last night. Haven't had a chance to break that down with you guys, but first piece of news of the day is the Habs signed defenseman Logan Mailloux to his 3-year entry-level contract. That's what ELC stands for those of you that don't know. So Logan was the 31st overall pick in the 2021 NHL entry draft. Like I mentioned, we are going to talk about the Habs game in a moment, and then also just going to touch briefly on Filip Mesar and Owen Beck assigned to the OHL. So let's continue on though with Logan Mailloux, because again, he was signed just today, actually, to his 3-year entry level deal. And he was injured last year quite a bit with the London Knights in the Ontario Hockey League. So really didn't get a chance to see very much of him. He only played 12 games, but in those 12 games, he scored 3 goals, 6 assists, 9 points in those 12 games. Logan has been an active member of training camp here with the Montreal Canadiens, and we didn't get really a chance to see him much in game action. We haven't seen him in any exhibition games in this preseason, but really only a part of practice for the most part because he's still injured. He still hasn't fully recovered from his injury from last year. So really didn't get a chance to get much of a good look. But in terms of, because we all do know the history of Logan Mailloux and the controversy that surrounded him at the time that he was drafted. But a good piece of news that came out of that was that Logan was living with Nick Suzuki this summer, which is probably, when I heard that, I thought that was the best case scenario for someone to live with, someone with character and integrity. That, I mean, Nick Suzuki now named the captain of the Montreal Canadiens. So definitely a really smart move on the Canadiens' part for having Logan live with Nick Suzuki. And, you know, this quote actually coming from Kent Hughes today. So I thought this was interesting also, because them just kind of going over the decision that they made. So quote from Kent Hughes here: "This is a decision that we have thought through carefully. Having Logan around members of our team and hockey operations staff for a good part of the summer allowed us to gain a greater appreciation of Logan Mailloux, the person," said Hughes. "He has an opportunity to affect positive change, and we will work to support him in any effort towards that goal. Logan recognizes the impact of his gesture, and of course, the process continues, I should say." So we already mentioned his stats, but this is a player that the Canadiens need defenseman on the right side, and you have to think that the long-term project would be to have him replace somebody like David Savard, who's still signed for another 3 years with the Montreal Canadiens. So, Logan's 19 years old. He's 6'3", 208 pounds, currently listed. That could be incorrect as of right now. I'm not sure what his current weigh-in was for the training camp, but this is what it is on Hockey DB. So 6'3", 208 pounds, definitely some offensive upside, and he's on the right side, a right shot defenseman. So a guy that has a lot of elements to his game that the Canadiens obviously liked when the Bergevin regime drafted him. So I think we really just haven't seen enough of him, to be honest with you. And he will be with the London Knights here in Niagara on October 27th. Now, there's an issue with that as far as me seeing him live, because I'll be in Buffalo watching the Habs live against the Sabres on October 27th. So I'll be recording the game where London visits Niagara, and Logan Mailloux is hopefully going to play in that game, hopefully be healthy enough to play, so I can get a good look at his game and then going forward throughout the season. But I mean, shout out to your TV here in Niagara, my boys my friends who run the production for the Ice Dogs. So thankfully I'll still get a chance to see him, even though I won't be able to go in person. So hopefully, with Logan earning his contract here, it sounds like they've really tried to turn the page with him. And I think that they're going to, and I hope that he can affect positive change. And I believe that he really can. He's definitely got the right people to surround him. And now I want to see what he can do as a player. So I'm looking forward to that. All right. So the Montreal Canadiens lose game number 6. They've lost all 6 preseason games, as we know, but there was some little silver linings despite the another L in the column for the Canadiens, and that's these two guys right here. This picture actually made me laugh. It was like a teacher-student picture with Cole and Nick from last year, and then you insert Slavkovsky right in the middle there. So I thought that was pretty fun. So that being said, Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield back together on a line. Yes, they did play with Uri Slavkovsky last night. Yes, Slavkovsky wasn't a back-to-back and was the least productive of the 3 guys, I would say, because we all saw that beautiful pass from Nick to Cole on the power play, the snipe. And then not only that, Nick's first assist was even better. He had the crowd I don't even know what the sound you would say the crowd, but the crowd went, ooh, right? Like Nick made 2 dekes. Shout out Deeks. No, I'm just kidding. That's very that's too narcissistic. Sorry, I shouldn't make it about me. So Nick, you guys saw the play last night where his one-timer to Yoel Armia. Actually, it wasn't a one-timer. Yoel Armia's goal was a wrister, but the couple of dekes that Nick made, looking like he hasn't missed a beat. This was his first preseason game coming out of training camp, and Nick Suzuki just looking like his old self, making plays, 2 quick dekes, passes it over to Armia, and he snipes. And then, of course, like I mentioned, the pass on the power play to Cole, Cole getting his 3rd goal of the season. But also shout out to Arbor Jackeye, who almost had Gordie Howe hat trick last night with a fight and a goal. He didn't get the assist to complete it, but the fight was kind of I don't feel like it went Jackeye's way. It was kind of more of a wrestling match by the end of it. But his goal was a snipe. It was a deceptive little quick wrister. You guys saw that goal, and another good showing for him. I think it's pretty clear, based on everything Arbor Jackeye has shown, that he's going to make the Canadiens at a training camp. At least that's my opinion, anyway. But good for him. And then that David Savard goal, by the way, was a sweet dish from Jake Evans. David Savard coming in on the offensive rush chance, just breaking right down the lane in the middle of the ice in the offensive zone, and then just tips in the pass from Jake Evans. That was sweet. That was fun to watch. So all that being said, a couple more notes quickly. I didn't have a chance to address this yet, but Filip Mesar, who had a great training camp for an 18-year-old. Again, I would say outperforms Slavkovsky. Not that we're trying to compare. They're 2 very different players, but they're Batman and Robin, right? So let's talk about them. And Filip Mesar will be going to the Laval Rocket, not reporting to the OHL, to the Kitchener Rangers. So that's pretty cool. We can see him develop at the pro level starting right away this season. I think Slav will join him. That's my opinion. I mean, that announcement's going to be made. I'll make a video on whenever they decide to assign Slav to the Rocket, which I think still at this point is the best place for him to go. Or do the Canadiens keep him? We'll see. But Owen Beck going back to the OHL, no surprise, going to go dominate with the Mississauga Steelheads. So I'm looking forward to it. December 9th or 10th, Owen will be in Niagara to face the Ice Dogs, and I'll try to redeem the opportunity to interview him and have a fun conversation, which I will share with you guys on this channel. So that I'm looking forward to also. So the Habs have 2 more preseason games left, and then we go right into the regular season. The plan still for me right now is to be at the home opener on Wednesday night at the Bell Center next week on October the 12th. So I'll be doing a bunch of content from there for Habs tonight and this channel. So be sure to stay tuned, guys. Thanks as always for the support. You guys know it means so much. Hit that thumbs up if you're liking what you're seeing. And I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers. So appreciate the support, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon, guys. Cheers.